Hi, this is a financial feasibility analysis for a client that owns an apartment in Denwick Manor, Pretoria. From an investment point of view, this client needs to choose the option that yields to be the most profitable. The study was done on a fiscal year basis, which is from March to February, to comply with SARS tax brackets. The investment starts at the beginning of September 2018 and will end in August 2023. For option 1, the client can rent out the unfurnished apartment on a year-to-year basis, and after the 5-year period, the apartment is sold. There will be different scenarios that will take place. The apartment can be rented with or without laminated flooring, and considering two financing options, which is refinancing or with a personal loan or credit card overdraft. The same scenarios will take place within option 2. The client can rent out the furnished apartment on a short-term basis through Airbnb services. And lastly, the option of selling her property through an agent and investing in a portfolio of unit trusts through the services of a financial advisor. For this analysis, it was assumed that the credit card overdraft and personal loan interest rates are the same, that is, 12% per year compounded monthly. As for refinancing, South Africa has a prime interest rate of 10% with an added 0.75%. The interest rate for refinancing is 10.75% compounded monthly, and that is 0.9% interest per month. In this analysis, refinancing is only done on the outstanding mortgage loan of 400,000 rand, and any other costs, such as for the oven and plumbing, would need a personal loan. With renovations around the apartment, some of the assets would depreciate over their tax life. Since the oven's replacement is critical, a new oven would be installed immediately, and this analysis will not consider the installment of an oven at a later stage. Regarding the routine maintenance and repair costs, most landlords budget for this according to the 1% rule, which implies that the costs per year are 1% of the property value each year. The property value also increases due to inflation, which was estimated to increase with 0.15% per year. Routine cleaning costs are also incorporated for both rental options, with one difference. For option 1, a cleaner would come in once a week, while with option 2, a cleaner would be needed more frequently. And then, it was estimated that the rental agent receives 10% commission on monthly rent and is paid monthly when the apartment is rented out. For levies and tax rates, it was estimated that the levy escalation rate is 8% per year and the tax escalation rate for the property is 10% per year. This analysis was based on the SARS personal tax bracket. Over the 5-year investment period, the client's salary increased in a way that at the second investment year, she fell in a different tax bracket, hence the different tax rates. The tax was calculated as stipulated by SARS, which is this amount plus a percentage of the annual income. Capital gains tax will be deducted from the revenue made on selling the apartment at the end of option 1 and 2's investment period, as well as at the beginning of option 3's investment period, and the current CGT in South Africa is 18%. And lastly, on the general assumptions, the before tax MOL for each option was estimated according to the risk associated with each option, as well as the estimated rate of return. The after-tax MOL was calculated using the general formula, and the estimates are shown in this table. For option 1, the monthly revenues for renting the apartment was displayed for both flooring options. It was decided that the owner would only start charging 800 Rand more from the following calendar year, hence the 800 Rand increase here. After that, the monthly rent increased by 5% per year. For each flooring option, the period costs were calculated, and for each scenario, financing options were calculated to obtain the loan payment per year. After the investment period, the apartment was sold. If assumed that she sells her property for its value in 2023, the estate agent would receive 7% commission on the value of the property. For any property sale, the transfer duty costs play a role. In accordance with the SARS regulation, the transfer duty cost is 3% of the value of the property that is above 900,000 Rand. Moving on towards the cash tax flow table. For each scenario, this table was drawn. Just to highlight a few places, each period's NPV was calculated separately. After the investment period, the apartment is sold, resulting in scenario 1's NPV at the end of the investment period to be 787,000 Rand. The same was applied for the other scenarios. Then, the exact same procedure was followed for the calculations for option 2. Option 2's revenue, income, and routine costs are much higher than option 1's. According to Airbnb services, the suggested rental income for a 2-bedroom apartment in Linwood Manor is expected to be about 9,700 Rand per month in 2018. An estimate is made that the rental income will increase by an average of 6% per year. Then the same calculation steps were executed as per option 1. The final option is to invest. With a current property value of 920,000 Rand, deducting a 7% commission fee for the rental estate agent, transfer fees, and paying off the outstanding mortgage loan, she is left with 455,000 Rand to invest. It was assumed that she decided to take out a loan for the plumbing cost of 10,000 Rand. The loan is paid off over the 5 years. Taking the client's profile into consideration, the client is identified to invest in moderate risk unit trusts, such as the Allan Gray Balanced Fund and the PSG Balanced Fund. All returns earned through the unit trust portfolio is reinvested in the same portfolio. The only costs associated with this option is the annual management fee of the financial advisor service at 0.5% on returns, and the investment fee for each unit trust at the beginning of the investment period. Following, the tax cash flow of the unit trusts were developed with the result of 960,000 Rand in PV. When comparing all the scenarios in PVs, the top 3 rankings are option 3, option 2 with laminated flooring via refinancing, and option 2 without laminated flooring with refinancing. A brief sensitivity analysis was conducted to indicate that the results of these analyses can be influenced by factors such as the rental income of the client. For the financial analysis, it was assumed that the annual rental income would increase with 5% per year, although it is possible to ask 8% if different tenants stayed on a year-to-year basis. Take, for example, option 1 without laminated flooring via refinancing. With an increased rental rate of 8% per year, it changed the NPV value from the previous NPV. It even improved so much that this investment ranked from 5th to 4th best option. After conducting the financial feasibility analysis and then comparing the NPVs of each scenario and assessing the risk associated with each scenario, it was concluded that the third option, entailing selling the apartment and investing in unit trusts, yield the highest NPV, making it the most attractive and profitable project. Thank you.